Hey guys, so we're going to look at week 2 really quick, or week 1, excuse me, week 1. All right, so this is how we get into our nitty gritty. We're jumping right into the chapter. I want to show you what you're doing. So this course is primarily made up of an outside system. I've integrated it into Blackboard, so you always just access your work through Blackboard. Make sure you use Google Chrome or Firefox as your web browser. Blackboard, as well as these LinkedIn assignments, normally only work properly with one or the other, okay? Especially like on your phone and stuff, sometimes they can act a little weird. So my advice is to always have Google Chrome or Firefox as your web browser. This is not difficult. It's like a course within a course. It is set up to be user-friendly and to guide you through everything that you need to do. So first, you're going to get in week 1 in your course content. That's where you're going to find all your assignments. And you're going to click into chapter 1, okay? Once you click into chapter 1, you're going to be transported to your Vantage page where your chapter 1 starts, okay? So this is what it looks like. This is your chapter 1. So it's your dashboard for chapter 1. It shows you that you have some activities to do. It shows you what is not assigned as well as what is assigned. Pretty much the only things that are assigned in these are knowledge checks, an occasional video activity, and your chapter quiz. Okay, so when you see like a reading activity, you don't have to do that. It's not assigned. You can do it if you really want to, but it doesn't garner you any extra points, all right? But you do need to do your knowledge checks, okay? And it shows you everything that's due in this one activity. And this is what you're doing this week, okay? Your critical thinking check, not assigned, okay? It's just knowledge checks and a chapter quiz for this one. This little meter tells you your progress. Where are you at? You do not have to finish this in one section, okay? You can start it, you can stop it, you can then progress forward when you're ready, okay? You can use all week to do this, okay? So once you're ready, you click next section, and it's going to take you into your ebook. So this is what it would look like if you had a book in front of you, okay? So it's going to talk about what this chapter goals are, okay, what you're looking at, and you're going to read through this. You're going to take notes if you want to. Whatever it is you do to learn, you need to do that through this ebook, okay? I want to show you an interesting thing. So you have a notes and highlight feature. So if you're a big note taker and you're like, I really want to do this, okay, and I want to have something to look at to help me on my quiz and whatnot, you can highlight something, all right, and you can choose whatever you want as far as the color, okay. If you're color coordinated, so pink means definitions and green means theory and whatever, or if you just like one color better than the other, whatever you want to do. Boom, you've put it in your notes and your highlights, okay? When you're done with the chapter, you can download those notes and highlights as a PDF and you can keep them in your folder, okay? In your computer, you can print them out, you can have them with you, whatever you want to do, all right? Or if you decide, oh, I don't want that, you can then delete it, okay? Yep, I want to go ahead and delete that, okay? And so as you're reading, this is your first little reading, okay? I've showed you the notes and highlights. Once you're done with a certain section, you're going to get a knowledge check activity, okay? This is just a poll. What do you think? You can do that, you know, true or false, submit, and move on. Click to next section. It talks about the learning activity or the learning objectives, excuse me, and we start learning a little bit more. We start talking about diversity. We start looking at charts, okay? If you need a description of this figure, all you have to do is click it and it tells you, you know, what that chart means. It's very interactive, okay? What's in a name? You keep going, okay? And it's very user-friendly. Here is a definition word. So if you hover over it, it shows you the definition of what social construction means. Okay, and then these are questions for reflection. You can read more and you can look at these questions or you can close it out. Here's your reading activity. Remember, this is not assigned. You do not have to do it. Okay, so even though it says do activity, you don't have to do that. You have to do what's assigned. So make sure you understand the difference. Over here, we'll tell you everything that's assigned. okay? You're going to go to your next section. This is your knowledge check. Your knowledge checks are always assigned, okay? So a knowledge check is a short chapter quiz. It's 3 questions. You get 3 points for it. You have 1 attempt, okay? You're going to just click Get Started, and then you're going to start answering these questions. Do you need a hint? Yeah, I need a hint. And then it kind of gives you a hint to help you understand, okay? Once you've done it, you click Next, you keep going, and then you click Submit. And once you click Submit, you get to move on to the next section of reading, okay? There are YouTube videos for how to register for Vantage. You don't really need to know that. You should be registered. This is inclusive access, which means you have access day 1, all right? So you shouldn't have to do anything. You may have to enter your Blackboard credentials just so I have a understanding of who is in this course, but you do not have to pay for anything, and you should not have to go to a free trial, nothing. If that happens to you, you need to let me know, all right? So once you complete all of the knowledge checks and at the very end of that chapter, you see the chapter quiz, and that little dashboard says 100%. So I'll show you what dashboard I'm looking at. Okay, when this says 100%, you have done everything you need to do for chapter 1. Okay, these are links that will take you to your assignments. Okay, if maybe you stop and start and you don't do it all the way through, I would not recommend you just try and do your knowledge checks and your quizzes without looking at the information. It's not going to work. Your quizzes don't have hints, okay? So you would just be going blindly into that quiz. Make sure you're at least reviewing the information if you're not reading it word for word, okay? A lot of these are interactive. It gives you table of contents so you can go through what you need to or get back to where you were if you stopped, okay? So this is really user-friendly. Make sure that you play around with it, that you understand what you're doing, and you know the difference between an assigned, what is assigned and what is not, okay? Reading activities and data activities will never be assigned. Only video activities, knowledge checks, and chapter quizzes, okay? If y'all have any questions about this, let me know. Otherwise, I wish you a great week.